But Justin Trudeau's government has never done anything to to help India in taking out the so-called Khalistani elements. Now, what is happening over there is a full-fledged secessionist movement in Canada, but he's trying to dismiss it as if it was freedom of speech or right to dissent. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to defame India for mere political votes of Khalistanis, and that is simply not acceptable to the Modi government.
Justin Trudeau is having a really bad month. First, he was snubbed and humiliated by India at the G20 meet in New Delhi. Then, as we now know, his best friend, that is the Five Eye Alliance of US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, refused to do his bidding at the G20, refused to criticize India over his alleged potential India link to Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar's killing. Now, Trudeau had lobbied with them for this before the G20, but that did not happen for him. And now, India is giving back to Justin Trudeau in his own language. In response to his, as I said, potential India link, quote unquote, to the Nijjar killing accusation, India has hit back with actual evidence of Khalistani terrorists operating out of Canadian soil. I have with me Hindustan Times executive editor Shishir Gupta for all the details. Shishir, please let us know what the Indian government's response in terms of evidence has been.
What has happened right now is that the Indian government has been over the years telling Justin Trudeau that there are a bunch of gangsters, drug runners and terrorists who all are operating under the cover of so-called Khalistan in Canada, and have asked them to take action against them. But Justin Trudeau's government has never done anything to to help India in taking out the so-called Khalistani elements. Now, what is happening over there is a full-fledged secessionist movement in Canada, but he's trying to dismiss it as if it was freedom of speech or right to dissent. But this is not what is the case. Justin Trudeau's main advisor is Jagmeet Singh of New Democratic Party, who has 25 MPs who's supporting him. Now, at his bidding, he is trying to create this bogey of India doing a political assassination in Canada. The Indian government has totally rejected the allegation and has come out on the front foot and will confront Justin Trudeau. So what we have said is either you give us evidence of the killing or you just pipe down. Similarly, we have told the same thing to the Canadian intelligence chief, to the CIA, to MI5, to Australian intelligence, to German intelligence, that these people are operating under the cover of Khalistan. Now it is for these people to come out and say that either they are not Khalistani or they should take action against them.
But Trudeau, as you said, we've been giving this evidence of these people since 2018 to Justin Trudeau's government, but nothing has happened. In fact, these people are only getting more emboldened under this current Canadian regime. And Canada and India have been friends. We've been friends for years, for decades. And there's a shared military intelligence, there's a shared diaspora. I mean, the Indian diaspora and the number of Indian students who go to Canada to study is huge. And he's just putting it all at stake for just his personal grudge and immediate political gains domestically.
You see, the game is much more diabolical that he's playing. For his political interest, for his political survival, what he has done is he does not have the evidence to prove that Nijjar's killing was ordered in Delhi or was ordered in Ottawa. What he has done is he's trying to play a much bigger game where he's trying to portray the world's largest democracy as an autocratic rule which orders political assassination. One. Two, what he has done is he's virtually tried to drive a wedge in the Quad alliance with Australia, and US on the other side. Now, three, what he's trying to do is he's also trying to tell the world that here is India, which actually is what the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation has described us as a rogue state. And none of this is true. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to defame India for mere political votes of Khalistanis. And that is simply not acceptable to the Modi government.
Modi government apart, let's talk about the Five Eye Alliance, Justin Trudeau's closest friends across the globe. Even they are not taking him very, very seriously. They can't say they can, for let's say for America, Canada is a very important partner. So America can't outright rubbish the Canadian claims. But how about their response to India? Because at this point, at this point, the US, UK, everybody is looking at relationships with India, and India's growing. India's stature in the world has grown.
I think I'll take a step ahead from that. Let me tell you, over the past 2 years, the Indian intelligence chief has told the CIA director, I'm being very specific on that either Sikh for Justice Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, who's currently in Canada and holds a dual citizenship, either he's a CIA agent or you take action against him for promoting Khalistan activity and secessionism. So India has been very clear when it comes to its national security. Here it's not a question of being friends or not being friends. Here it's the national interest is involved, and this thing has been taken up front by not only the Indian intelligence chief but by the national security advisor Ajit Doval as well as the external affairs minister S. Jaishankar.
So what has been America's response so far on this?
You see that Mr. Gurpatwant Singh Pannu right now is Canada and spewing hatred against India. So obviously there has been no response. That's where it is. But what this man has done is, Trudeau has done is, he simply highlighted or say gaslighted the issue against India, and this is to tell India that listen, your rise is not going to be benign. There is a much bigger game in this. Your rise is not going to be benign and everybody is going to contest your rise. So they will not take action against anybody. We have sent a list. First we sent a list about say 22 people including Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Then Captain Amrinder Singh, who is now the BJP leader, on February 21st, 2018 sent a list, gave a list to Trudeau while he had gone to do his drama outside Golden Temple. The list was given to him. The list has been shared at the intelligence level on various places at various times, but no action has been taken. Why? Simply because of Khalistan votes.
Let's talk about this list. Who are these people? Could you share that with our viewers?
You see, there are, as of now, today, there are at least 8 gangsters, including one who has been killed last night in Winnipeg. Now, what is happening is, over there is inter-gang rivalry going on. There is no political assassination going on. Hardeep Singh Nijjar was a proven leader of Khalistan Tiger Force, who had connections with Gurpatwant Singh Pannu and other people also, the entire rogue gallery. He had connections with the Pakistanis through the Pakistani consulate in Vancouver. So, I mean, if he died in a gang warfare and you blame India for it, and how do you blame India for it? He says potential alleged link. His foreign minister says if proven, and then she says the consequences we are expelling. When you say consequence, that means you have evidence. Why don't you share the evidence and prove it?
And that's what many people within Canada, including the opposition leader, he's saying that, Justin Trudeau, the consequences for Justin Trudeau are going to be very, very real if he is unable to share the evidence of the accusation that he has hurled towards India. But I
think, Aditi, it's much more than that. The point is not Justin Trudeau. The point over here is by putting India in the dock for so-called political assassination, he has actually radicalized, instigated the Khalistani element in Canada, who will now target the Indian assets, that is diplomatic assets, Indian diplomatic personnel, and all those people who stand for India. When I say that, even the Hindus over there stand exposed today with Gurpatwant Singh Pannu saying that the Hindus should leave Canada. I mean, this can go worse. There could be assassinations. There is already a plan to do a protest outside the Indian embassies on September 25th at 11 a.m. and this is going to get worse.
You know, I was listening to a former Jammu and Kashmir DGP this morning, and he was saying that that Justin Trudeau will probably go down in history as the person who single-handedly destroyed peaceful Canada. Would you concur with that?
So you see, peaceful Canada, he's playing a nasty political game for his own political purpose and survival. He's trying to do that. I don't think so the relationship between India and Canada is going to go like this.
Yes, but within Canada, peace is
see, he's trying to, yes, of course, he's trying to radicalize people.
Right.
Yes, he's trying to do that, and he's trying to, and things are going to go bad in Canada. And if they're really so interested in Khalistan movement, why don't they give part of Vancouver to make it as Khalistan? It's as simple as that. I mean, you have a Sikh diaspora of say about a million people over there, out of which there is a minuscule people who follow this Khalistan movement. I mean, if he's so fond of them, why doesn't he give them some area over there? I mean, there's a lot of area in Canada. Definitely no area in India.
Definitely no area in India for Khalistan, and that message has been very, very categorically put forward by our External Affairs Ministry, by our intelligence officials back to Canada, that we are not going to back down. Stop trying to bully us in this manner by throwing accusations without any real evidence to back them up. Thank you so much for watching this broadcast. Thank you, Shishir, for sharing these views with our viewers. And we will keep coming back to you with more and the latest updates on what is happening in this fisticuff fight between India and Canada.